In today's video, we are going to talk about how to stay positive and motivated in tough times when you are feeling stuck within your business. That feeling of weight on your shoulders and wanting to free yourself of the stress. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the exact steps that I personally take whenever I am lacking clarity in my business and want to build momentum despite not knowing where I'm headed. What's up, y'all? I'm Amanda Horvath, and I help freedom seekers use video to build a personal brand and scalable online business without overwhelm or wasted time. So if you're looking to step off the hamster wheel of trading time for money and join a community of like-minded individuals, then be sure to subscribe and check out the resources in the description below to join this awesome community. I like to think about clarity within your business like fog on a windy road. You are not going to be able to see what is in front of you until you start driving forward. So it's not something that you can plan to only take action once you have eliminated it completely. You need to take some steps forward in order to see further down the road. It's kind of like imposter syndrome. It's not going to disappear. You need to learn how to live with it. I can tell you right now that the fog that I saw at the beginning of this journey and the fog that I see now feels very similar. So the goal is not to eliminate it, but to learn how to run quicker or speed faster through that fog, trusting the process. So in this video, I'm going to be walking through the 4 steps that I personally take whenever that cloud of fog starts coming over me and I feel stuck, trapped, unable to take forward progress, procrastinating on the things that I need to do, getting stuck in that world of perfectionism. All of those things are eliminated with these 4 simple steps. But before we dive into those, I want you to drop a comment below and let me know where you are stuck in your business, because I'm constantly looking for ideas of how I might be able to help you further. So drop a comment below and I might just create a step-by-step video on how to get unstuck in that area. Step 1, align with spirit. I used to be a total control freak. I wanted everything to be perfect as it should be. And over time, I've learned that control is merely an illusion. The saying goes that we plan and God laughs, and it's really true. If you look at what happened in 2020, I think that is a perfect way of seeing how we don't have control. We don't know what is coming down the pipeline. We assume that we do. We assume that we can plan, but the truth is we cannot. We do not have control, whether it is in life or business. God ultimately has control. And I say God in my videos, but if you resonate with something else, spirit, higher power, great universe, whatever it is, just replace that for yourself. But essentially, you need to learn to let go of control instead of tight fisting it and holding on and pretending like you have it, because it's an illusion anyway. So what I like to do whenever I find myself being in this place that I'm trying to figure it out, that I don't have full clarity, and I'm kind of like this stuck energy, I just pray, God, you know what is coming down the pipeline. You know what is happening next in my life. Please help me to see what I need to do next so that I can continue taking steps forward, but also allow me to have faith in the process and know that I don't need to fully understand the picture. I pass this off to you and trust that I am being led in the direction that I need to go. Something like that. By doing this, you are releasing the resistance that you are creating in your life by believing that you have control in the first place. Even if you are not religious, I highly, highly suggest praying about it anyway and see what shows up for you. You might be incredibly surprised at the power of it. Step 2, let go of right and wrong. What if there was no right or wrong? What if taking an action and taking a step forward helps you discover what to do next? If you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you are still taking 1 step forward. Let go of this need to have a right answer and have paralysis by analysis, and start seeing taking action as better than taking no action at all. Another thing that I want to point out in this moment is that when you are doing this, it often is this feeling that you just don't have enough information and that you need to go to other people to make that decision. Now, I am a total course junkie. I've taken so many online courses. I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for other people to tell me what to do. And it's almost like every single time I buy a course, it's like, yep, I knew that. That's what I was going to do anyway, but now I have permission to do it, right? So it's easy to get wrapped up in that cycle that you feel like other people have the answers and you don't have them, but trust that you do have them. Know that you have every single thing that you need in this moment to take one step forward, even if it's the wrong step. I highly suggest using the Sedona method that I talk about in a lot of my videos when it comes to letting go of this paralysis by analysis feeling and this feeling that there is a right and a wrong. So the way that it works is you just kind of focus on the thing that you're trying to figure out, the thing that you're trying to make a decision in, and you just keep hitting a wall, and you ask yourself 3 questions. Could you let go of this if you wanted? Just for this moment in time? You could worry about it in 2 minutes. You say yes. Would you let this go? So are you choosing to let this go, or are you going to hold on to that resistance and block yourself from being able to take forward progress? And when will you let it go? Now. And you can just let it go in that moment. That is an incredibly powerful exercise, and you can repeat it as many times as you need in order to feel less resistance. Step 3, take one step forward. The best part about this whole process is that you don't need to have the big picture in order to take one step forward. So even if you are lacking clarity, all you need to know is, what is the one thing that I can do that will get me to where I need to go? Even if I don't know where I'm going, what is the next obvious step that I can take? And when you take that step, then you can course correct. So it's really the compound effect, if you think about it. These small actions in the right direction are what end up being the big actions over time. But if you don't take one small step, you don't get there. And my light just went out in the middle of that shot, so let me fix that. So let me give you an example of how this showed up in my life. Today, I am filming videos for the first time in 2021. I am batch recording these, so depending on when you're seeing this video, it might be a little different than when I'm recording it, right? So it's January 25th, and I was feeling a little overwhelmed this morning because I hadn't yet figured out what my explainer statement was, the thing that I want to say in every single video moving forward. And I just had to make a decision and imperfectly take action on it. And by doing so, it made me come up with something that is now out in the world via this video and the other videos that I'm filming today. I'll get feedback on that, and then from there, I can iterate on it moving forward. So you can always iterate, but you can't iterate if you haven't put something out in the world. So if you're feeling this paralysis by analysis, take a step forward. Don't worry about it being the wrong one. You can always change it later. Step 4, mix up your routine. It's really easy to get stuck in a rut when you are repeating the same patterns over and over and over again. We are creatures of habit, and we tend to do this. But if you're feeling stuck, then you need to move the energy by changing up your routine. Now, this can be as simple as going for a walk down streets in your neighborhood that you haven't previously walked down. You're literally moving through different energies, different environments, and that might start to move things to gain new perspective. Another thing that you could do is take a weekday off that you don't typically do and do something with your family or with a friend, or maybe just go sit in a park alone. Whatever it is that you want to do, mix it up so that you might be able to create space for new ideas to come in. A really important thing while you do this is not to go mix up your routine with the intention to figure it out. So that Sedona method exercise that I previously mentioned, would you, could you, when? As you are going on these routines or mixing up your routine, if you find yourself getting into a place where you're thinking about it, I want you to practice letting it go in that moment. So the idea pops up and you go, can I let go of this just for right now? Could I actually let go of this? Yep, I could let go of it. Would you? Do you choose to let go of it? Yes, just for this moment. In 2 seconds, if I want to worry about it, I can. But just for this moment, I'm not going to. When can you let it go? Right now. And then just keep walking, keep enjoying the space, because you're really building space in your life for new things to come in. So ultimately, you just need to have faith in the process and trust that as you take one step forward, you are going to gain more and more clarity. Learn how to run forward amidst the fog, and you will leave all of your competition in the dust. I can promise you that. This is exactly how I've built all of my business, all of the steps that I've taken, despite the perfectionist tendencies that I have and the fog that is ahead of me. So if you like this video, be sure to click like, drop a comment below with your thoughts of whether this was helpful or not. Be sure to subscribe and join my email list if you haven't already by looking at the resources in the description below. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.